What about like that? Yeah? Ching, 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 ching. Ching, 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 ching. Yeah? Jeez. So,
No, not here.
thank you.
From Lingo.
See, I'm on film now, so I'm really nervous. It's like, oh my God. I'm here, looking into the corner. I'm here, looking into this corner. And now, the thing is, instead of having an entire wall to place yourself, you just have a line. You just have a line that is the corner. So you start with that. That's all you do, and it can be, again, it's the sense of how big of a space of paper do I have?
Yes.
How big is the room? How close am I to the corner? Then this here is in a way absolutely arbitrary. I can just decide this is the height of that corner.
Yes.
It could be any height, because it's the next thing that's the most important.
Horizontal.
How big am I in relationship to that corner? This space is 4.5 meters high. So if it's 4.5, I've got 280 and 170. That's the actual height, and it's my relationship to the space. Once I've got that, then I go, and then I have to breathe because it's a long line. That's my horizon line. So this is purely arbitrary as the height, but then it's my relationship with that height that has to be absolutely specific. Now, the guard thing.
How to find? Yes.
I will decide vanishing point 1 is here.
How? Why?
Just put it there. It's on my page.
Okay.
But because the vanishing point is on my page, this wall is what I call dynamic wall.
Yeah.
That's my dynamic wall. Now the trick thing is, if I put the second vanishing point on my paper, I lose 90-degree space. My space will become that.
Yes.
So my second vanishing point
Where are you looking at? No?
is out here. My second vanishing point is here,
Yeah.
giving me a much calmer angle. This for me is a much calmer 90-degree corner. And now the tricky thing is, this cannot be in my picture. You know my frame? You cannot have the vanishing point on your picture. Because if I start looking towards things here, it's suddenly 1 point. This is 2 points, so I've got to press it in such a way. So, height of the wall, arbitrary, but your relationship to it, crucial, horizon line. One vanishing point is on your page, the second one is out of page. Then your vanishing point that's on the page is not in your picture. So now I can start drawing. Let's say there's a bed here, Tracy Emin's bed. I can then start drawing, and there's a bed here, or a piece of artwork that looks like a bed. See, the angle of things is much more comfortable this way. Because the moment, so there are two things happening. if I have both vanishing points, VP1 plus VP2 on my page, I end up with a drawing that's really, really small. Because in order to have both of them, I have to do one here, and then here. I've got my line, I do my wall, and then I do my wall here. In order to have both of them on my page, I could either have a really long paper, or I have to end up with a small drawing. Because this here is somewhere here. So the moment I want to put vanishing point 2 on my paper, it reduces my drawing. In the opposite, like I've seen some of you do, and I'm not going to mention any names, put the vanishing points both there. Probably other people do, but hey. What happens here is that my corner wing! So when I have an object here, it's just in my eye. It's just like,
Hyper perspective.
what?
Hyper perspective.
Hyper perspective, yes. I'm about to kill myself by throwing myself at that corner. So this is the idea of one dynamic and one calm. So let's say dynamic and say calm. So one calm, one is just there and the other one comes out. Which means that I am actually closer to this wall than here. So I'm kind of then moving this direction. I can draw this by putting this one here, and then that becomes dynamic and this flat. So this is, again, so I apologize for offending anybody. Treat vanishing point 2 like God. You can't see it, but you know it's there.
Yes. Okay.
So the question is, if you look at your drawings, where did you place this height on that wall? Did you So I don't even see the end of, well actually I see it a little bit here. I'm just going to do it that way so it doesn't, again I really got to watch out where I cut my drawings. Because otherwise I'll get dynamically unstable and hyper something. So this is how I would recommend you do a 2-point. Again, I have to cut it out again. The moment it's inside, it starts screwing me. So if I ever do object here, I gotta choose 1 or 2 point. For me, this is more pleasant than that. Unless, of course, you are enjoying the incredible energy, the creative energy, and the fabulous contribution to world culture that constructivism was in architecture in the 1920s in this particular part of the world, then that's fine. If you want to show me your design in some kind of a reality sense, please think about this. Yeah, that would be my suggestion.